Try something very small with me right now. Stop reading for 3 seconds, take one slow breath, and ask yourself, where was my mind during those 3 seconds? If you are honest with yourself, you will notice this. Your mind has almost never been in the present moment. It is in tomorrow's meeting. It is in something someone said to you last week. It is in a worry that hasn't happened. It is in a mistake you can no longer fix. It wanders everywhere, except the one place your life is actually happening. And the book we are talking about today will reveal a truth that, once you see it, you will never live the old way again. You didn't lose your life because of what happened to you. You lost it because you were never fully there for it. The book is called The Power of Now. The author is Eckhart Tolle, a modern spiritual teacher. But the story behind the book is what makes it remarkable. At the age of 29, Tolle fell into a depression so deep that he began thinking about ending his life. One night, alone in his room, he whispered a sentence that changed everything. I can't live with myself any longer. And in that exact moment, a question rose up very clearly in his mind. Who is the I that I can't live with? If there are two, then there must be a real self and a false self. And for the first time in his life, he realized that the self that was causing him pain was not actually him. It was just an endless stream of thought that had been pretending to be him for 29 years. The next morning, when Tolle woke up, everything had changed. The sound of birds, the light on the wall, the hum of the city outside, all of it appeared strange and vivid, as if he were seeing the world for the first time. And from that moment, he began to understand something he would later pass on to millions of people. You are not your thoughts. You are the one quietly watching them. This is the core of the whole book. Your mind is like a radio with no off switch. It keeps broadcasting worries, judgments, fears, stories about the past, scripts for the future. And because you never learned how to step out of that stream, you believe that you are the radio. You believe everything it says. You run after every feeling it produces. And you call the suffering it creates your life. Eckhart Tolle said that most of human suffering does not come from reality. It comes from thoughts about reality. Think about the last time you were deeply anxious. Was that fear actually happening in that moment? No. It was only happening in your head. It was a story about what might happen, and you gave it the power as if it was already happening. The pain you felt was real. But the cause of that pain was not reality. It was a movie your mind was playing. Tolle gave a very specific name to the accumulated suffering inside a person. The pain body. It is all the old wounds, the harsh words from years ago, the failures you never fully accepted, the memories you thought you had forgotten but are sleeping deep inside you. And this pain body, like a separate creature, needs food. Its food is more suffering. That is why there are times when you suddenly want to fight, suddenly want to dwell on old stories, suddenly feel heavy for no reason. That isn't you. That is the pain body, hungry, feeding itself on the negative emotions you generate. So, how do you escape it? Tolle said, there is only one way. You have to step into the present, because the pain body cannot survive in the real present. It only lives in the past it drags up, and the future it builds up. The moment you are fully here, the energy that feeds it is cut off. But what does stepping into the present actually mean? It is not a concept. It is a very specific experience. Try it right now. Feel your feet touching the ground. Feel your breath moving in and out. Hear the sounds around you without labeling them. See the light in the room without judging it. And in that moment, you will notice something strange. There is no problem. There is no anxiety. Just life happening, very quiet, very real. This is what Tolle called the now. It is not a religious concept. It is not a complicated meditation state. It is simply returning to what is actually here. And the truth you will discover is this: in the present moment, you have never been lacking anything. Only your mind, when it is pulled out of the now, makes you feel incomplete. Watch a child at play. He is not worried about tomorrow. He is not sad about yesterday. He is completely in the slide, in the laugh, in the moment he is living. That is why a child has a kind of joy the adult in you has forgotten, not because the child knows less than you, but because the child has not yet lost the ability to be here. Tolle offered one very simple practice. He called it watching the thinker. You don't try to stop your thoughts. That is impossible. You just take one step back and watch them like clouds moving across a sky. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. And when you hold that view for even a few seconds, a kind of stillness opens up inside you. A very quiet, very deep space where no thought can touch you. That is your real self. There is one sentence in the book that changed my whole life. The past has no power over the present moment. Read that again. The past has no power over the present moment. If you are hurting today because of something that happened 10 years ago, that pain is not coming from the event. It is coming from the fact that you are still carrying the event into this moment and still feeding it with your attention. This does not mean you have to forget. It means you can choose not to let the past rewrite your today again. So, where do you begin? Tolle suggested one very small step, repeated many times a day. Every time you notice your mind has wandered far away, gently bring it back. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Feel the sounds. Don't blame yourself. Don't get frustrated. Just return. And do that 100 times in a day. Every return is one more moment of being alive. Something will happen when you begin practicing this. You will realize that many of your problems are not problems at all. They are just thoughts. And when you stop feeding them with your attention, they dissolve like mist in the morning sun. You will begin to notice things you used to walk past without seeing. The light on the face of someone you love, the smell of coffee in the kitchen, the sound of rain on the roof. And you will wonder why, for so many years, you never saw anything that beautiful. The Power of Now is not a book you read once and place back on a shelf. It is an invitation to come home to your own life, to the only place where your life is actually waiting for you. And that place is not tomorrow. It is not yesterday. It is right now, right here in this moment, as you hear this sentence. If tonight you only do one thing after closing this video, do this. Stop for 1 minute, breathe, and feel that you are alive. Just that. 1 minute of true presence is worth more than a whole year of living inside your head. And slowly, you will begin to understand what Eckhart Tolle wanted to say to you all along. Life is not something you will get one day in the future. Life is what is happening right now. And the only question that matters is this: are you here for it?